Alrighty. I know this took a long time. It's already been 10 minutes within the stream. Hope everybody can hear me. This is the best as I can do. Disclaimer, it's not really a big deal. I just wanted to basically kind of reiterate what's happening after my own latest video and after the latest community post that I posted from before. I just want to kind of reiterate, please make sure you watch the controversy video that is over on my channel, and hopefully you guys would able to kind of somewhat understanding. But once after this stream, once it's be as like a normal video, please make sure you have to listen what I have to say, because this is actually it's very regarding to what's happening. Right now, as of today, it is 1 year ever since I posted the very first video on my channel, which is the intro. I just wanted to basically kind of tell you guys that it's been a year since my channel has started based on that video. It's not about the channel's date where it actually joined. That doesn't count, because I have been on YouTube for a long time. I have not made sure in order to basically be on the platform yet, but apparently it has been 1 year. So this has been 1 year for my channel, so that's the one thing that's positive. But like I said, disclaimer, this entire stream is not a big deal somewhat, but it is a big deal as an overall. So I'm gonna turn on my camera. I want to basically have my camera over my face. So I'm gonna get that down. I'm gonna get this down. I want to make sure that this part is up. I want to make sure this is coming down. So you will see me with the camera. You will see a person on the stream that you might have recognized from before, and based on the thumbnail that you're seeing right now. Oh, I kind of lose that. There he is. Okay, so now it's there he is. There he is. It's a little bit. Oh, never mind. It's actually right. Yeah. So we have the return of Ian from his own channel. His name is also Kyoto. I messed up my own goddamn hangers. Like I said, I know this is not going to be not careful as much within the stream, but the reason why I turned off the chat so that way everybody can understand why it's off. So we have to explain. Me and Ian have to explain everything as best as we could. So, like I said, I'm gonna reiterate what was happening within my own channel, and it's not basically my own channel. It's basically about the controversy that I had along with it after a year, and it's very difficult for me to say, and yet I have to reiterate all this. So like I said about the copywriting, it's the copyright, because here's the thing, just bear with me. I have used the camera a couple of times, so bear with me. I'm not a strong speaker in order to kind of process this way like everybody else, but it's about the copyright I used to do. It's about the timeline, about my own avatar storyline, all that stuff within that category. Then it's my attitude based. It is also based on the drama I have been through. Based on the thumbnail, though, that's how it really is. Ian, why did you change your logo? Why did you change your logo? I was still talking on the freaking VC.
Oh my God,
what the hell?
Just go on.
Alright, anyway. So like I said, it's the copywriting, See, after I've seen that, I lost what I was trying to say. Okay, it's the copyright. It's the due donation of about yeah, it's the copyright is the due donation of about my own storyline within my own avatar's timeline. And I know some of you may able to recognize, especially one person who helped me with that. Copying off of someone's stuff, which is very bad, and it's all falling into the plagiarism. If you guys don't know what that word is, please make sure you check it on the search of any what search engine you have. It's very serious about that, and I have dealt with that, and I have not known that until now. So hopefully everybody can clarify on this and understand. And like I said, some words that will not make sense, but I'll try as best as I can to make this all sense in a sort of way. The one thing I really do not like this controversy of mine is in fact the copyright. The copyright should not supposed to be within my own content within this channel. And the reason why I don't do that is because of the music. It is because of copying things around, like I just said, and it's kind of messes things up with what's going on. I have did horrible things where I just copy off of something and that will cause like plagiarism, but also it causes where I have to get a copyright strike from that, which or demonetize, put it that way. So that's why I don't do that often anymore. So another thing I want to mention is that due to my own avatar's timeline changes, not the one that you're seeing that's within the channel profile. That is personally me because of the way of the color of the purple. Because if you guys don't know, I'm a fan of two colors, which is red and blue. So I decided to mix them together. It would be purple. And I used to do that at the very beginning, where it's supposed to be going back to its roots of the original. Because the original, I got this based off from my own me, and I did talk about that like 2 videos ago, right before the controversy. So I think it's 2 videos ago. It was not fully explanation about that, so hopefully that makes sense. But it's very vague, I'll say, with that video, and it's kind of somewhat cringe. I don't know why, but I just wanted to clarify is that please do not do copywriting. Please do not try to make it confusing with something. Because what I did with my avatar's timeline, somebody helped me, which I mentioned to him a couple of times, but Luis helped me with the he helped me with the timeline of my own avatar that's going to be in that world specifically, and it feels more so right to put him in the right place instead of placing it into this random bull crap or wherever what it is, where he meets random characters from different universes like that, like, which I kind of get it is based on parody, but I just don't feel like doing that. But maybe parody will come up on my channel one day. Who knows? Another thing I want to mention is based on the actual story. The story was too confusing within the timeline. The timeline graph was too confusing back then, what I did. It was back in 2018 when I did it, and then I kind of changed it up a couple of times, and I stopped from there, and then I fully kept going ever since. Ever since what Luis said to me, like, your timeline is so confusing, he's like, you know what, let me try to help you on that, and let me try to get it to the right place. And that's what he did. And then, after that point, I kept on going. Ever since what Luis has said to me, it makes sense. So, what I ended up doing with is it is the not poster. It's actually like a world map that I made. The 10 countries, the normal characters that's within this. There's some characters I know that used to be part of the original timeline is now in this proper. I can't even speak. I don't know what I'm doing. But you know what I mean. Where to the point, it's not where it's not to the point where they supposed to be getting rid of, unless I kind of like put them in the right place, and I did that. So there's that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is based on. I just need to look at the image again. Hold on, because I have it with me, my phone, right now, and I'm just trying to remember what was on the thumbnail. I have seen it a couple of times right before starting to stream, and I already did this thumbnail. Yeah, so I already did talk about the confusing timeline. I already talked about the plagiarism. Another thing I want to talk about is the drama that I have dealt with. The drama I had is so confusing, and it's literally annoying as hell. And Ian should know what I'm talking about. The drama I'm being dragged into, which one is there? Getting pulled into the conversation. That's another one. That's another one I do not like. It's so vague. It's so annoying, and I do not want to be a part of this, which is kind of stupid. It's so stupid. Another thing is opinions about someone or otherwise known as gossip. You cannot do that. It's annoying unless someone who's out there, like, I'm not going to mention their name, but basically their last name is Bean. So if Ian knows who I am talking about, they're cringe. I'm not gonna mention their first name, but the last name I'm already able to know. But it's so cringe to the point that we want to have this person removed, and everybody agrees with that. It's so vague. I just can't stand it. And there's another person I want to mention that nobody hasn't talked about, and I want to let you know on this. His name is Emmanuel Thomas, and he used to be on YouTube, and used to be like a Go animator who is on that platform, and his nickname is actually Manny. What he does is so cringe, and his voice is so messed up. And thank God, I'll tell you this right now, Ian. Thank God you were not part of this. You would have heard his weird voice, and you would not like his voice. I don't. It's so unsettling just to let you guys know that, but it's so vague. It's so cringe. I just can't stand this dude. Another thing I want to mention as well, since I'm able to look it through my phone, being bossy. I want to basically talk about that, since I know one he's not on the channel for a while, which is Lucian. He was mentioning about the bossiness that comes out of my own mouth and the way how I acted based on my own attitude. It was very bad. It's annoying. It's, oh my gosh. Tabby, would you stop? Now she's doing it on the freaking goddamn live stream. Jeez. Oh Lord. I know you're talking to me. I know you're talking to me, Tabs. I know you're hearing me as well too. Anyway, sorry about that. You know, cats, the pets, you know, but that's the way it is. It's just the way it is. Hold on. I just lost my thinking. Like I said, I have to process back to where I need to get to. So, yeah. Okay. So Lucian was messaging me other times where the way how I acted was so vague. It's so messed up, and the way how I treat other people, how I acted was so bossy. So, oh my gosh. I can't think if she's trying to do this. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I can disable my camera, so hold that thought real quick. let me try to bring up Ian again. There we go. All right, so I'm back. It was not that quick. I'm just trying to get my cat Tabby out of the room. That's literally all I did. So like what Lucian was saying, in the way how he knows where to the point he doesn't want me to basically trying to basically ruin something that's not okay in certain ways about me bossing around, and he was kind of like annoyed by the fact of what I was doing. It's based on my own attitude, and I said I'm sorry for what I was causing. I would not do that again and all that stuff, but he ended up ignoring me afterwards, which hopefully he understands about that. But then after that, he kind of understood it. It was in the point of December 6th of 2021, so it's 2 years ago. It was right before I started my channel, and he said I finally accept the apology. I know you were kind of having the guilt, and I kind of regret about that, and he kind of messed up with what I did. So, and then ever since, another incident that happens is when I don't know all the answers. That's another thing I actually didn't put that in there, but it's another thing about me when I don't have all the answers. Like, everybody does not have all the answers, which I do understand that. Just the fact that nobody's smarter as the scientists. Nobody is smart as us. Like, come on now. Like, if you're that person, don't be like that person. Come on. We already know that you're not smart enough to know everything. but most part you're smart enough whatever things you do, which I'm not gonna try to make everybody's feelings to be all negative, but I'm just trying to say is like, you know, I don't have all the answers to something. Ian does not have all the answers to something, or anybody else. Like, yeah. And speaking about the bossiness, Ian, would you kind of say about the way how I acted towards you as well, considering about that?
I mean, you were nice, for now, but I don't know how to say that.
Hmm. Do you remember when I was kind of bossy between 2021? Do you
Uh,
remember that?
Not really. But
It was the time when I asked it's the when I I can't even speak. Hold on. It's when you were kind of mad at me the way how I was aggressive. That's another word. The way how I was aggressive. You might remember that word. So yeah, I used to be aggressive back then. So I want to make sure I'm not gonna be as aggressive. But it was vague the way I treat Ian this way. But since he's starting to notice the changes I made along the way, he now knows that I'm not going to be that person again. So that's why.
the only thing I can remember is just when you were being mad of Kayla, of other people, and then in the private server.
Oh yeah. I used to be.
Your own server.
Because another thing I didn't mention, but I kind of somewhat mentioned, is that all the things that I used to have is all gone. Like the only thing that is the childhood memory that I always have, it's legit me going to Burger King. Don't ask why, but I always go to Burger King whenever I get home from school, and towards the point where I get to see my mom and where she works at there. And up until 2020, when the COVID hit, and the next few months until June, my mom lost her job because of something, and I feel so sad, and I lost that whole huge memory. And that moment, it's gone. The only thing that I have left is literally doing this. That's all I have left. But it's not really. It's not really. But it was hard for me, and that completely loses my changes. Because I was starting to change back in around 2020, not 2020, 2019, the year before 2020. This is when it's before COVID-19, and now after all the effects that happened to all of us, due to that, that made it where I started to drop down, where I can't really change, and where I can still doing the copywriting thing, the using the music that is not non copyrighted music, and it was hard for me. It was hard for me during back then, and up until now, guess what? I kind of get out of it thanks to everybody who was helping me along the way. And yet here we are. I'm trying to basically kind of get this message out, to kind of restating everything. Another thing I didn't mention. I think I didn't mention this. What was it? I think it was the time when I was I don't remember. Oh yeah, the people who were trying to like put in another example that's coming up right now. It's made fun of or bullying. That's another thing I do not like, and it's so arrogant. It's so unsettling, and it's annoying. We used to have friends back in 2020 through 2021. So annoying, like the friends of to another friend who has the weird voice or something like that, and they were cringe. And I'm not gonna mention their name because this will go out of hands. This will go out of hands, as we both know. And I just want to basically get that. Pretty much, I want to get this out of here. Like, I want to get these people out of here and get them away from me. And that's all I did. And we had this. Me and Ian. Basically, I have the most ideal plan. Is basically make something to kind of make them cringed out of from us in order to basically get them out of here. And that's what we did. And this is when we used to have a server that was on Discord. Yes, I do have this Discord, but I'm not gonna be revealing. I'm not gonna be revealing it yet, unless I have a future server that will be on my channel soon. So who knows? But I just want to get these people out of here to get away from me and never come back to me ever again. Sometimes they will still mention something. Like, another example is, yeah, it's basically still gossip. It's still gossip, to the point where it's not okay, where you're supposed to still not talk about that person, and yet it's terrible. It's literally terrible, like I said. And another thing I want to say, that I want to mention to people like Ian, for example, he was treated like a puppet to some of the people that he has, and it's not right to do that. It's very unsettling. It's not fair, and it's literally bad. Treating someone and using you for like that is not okay. Don't ever trust that person. I want to get this out of the way, and that's it. Another thing about putting this in the gossip thing is also telling lies is very bad, and I want to mention that. And telling lies is not a good thing. I want to stay within the truthful side, always. And I think that is it for my own controversy. I think it kind of cleared up some things up. But it's another thing I want to mention is the way how I act, where there was too much noise within my own hearing. So if 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 Lucian is watching this, or anybody else who was my friend, just to let you know, I have the spectrum that is called autism, and what it does is makes the person have hearing aids. Pretty much, it's not like hearing aids; it's making the person like, what in the world is going on, and it always happens to me. But I'm trying as best as I can to get out of autism. Right now, I'm in Asperger, not Asperger because burgers, but it's a condition where I am kind of like functionally kind of still basically right now talking to you guys socially on the internet, literally streaming right now, and it is the way how I talked and the way I acted. Yet I am still shy in regard to the way how I act, but that's the way it is. So now, Ian, do you want to basically get your controversy out of the way?
Well, yeah, I think it's time for me to tell them about my own. So
Wherever,
those controversies about
whenever you're ready.
the controversy about Luke Pixel, Marilyn, Ash, and Wednesday. It's like it's like um
Here's the thing. If you do need help,
or
I can
before,
I
I
can
guess.
answer them for you.
Alright, thanks. Well, about the controversy. One, Luke Pixel. It's been 5 years since half this controversy started with Luke Pixel. Up until the recent drama that I'm having, like, I don't know. I'm still done with this bullshit. Back end, Maryland. Going to be this part is going to be taking a long time. But
I could probably simple it down for you. So, what he's trying to say right now is that the first person that he has encountered, and it was part of as a drama based off of the controversy, is based on Luke Pixel. If you guys haven't heard of him, he used to be his rival pretty much, and up until kind of recent years right now, he's no longer rivals with him, and thank God that was done and over with. And yet, another thing I want to point out that you might want to be aware is based on your own attitude as well, because it's the same thing when you're trying to be aggressive with me, but then I have to be aggressive with you back. I don't know why I did that, but you know what I mean. But another person that he mentioned is Marilyn, which is a person that is literally annoying and trying to basically telling lies. Basically, that's lying. That's literally lying into the lies, which is it's very funny right there what I just said. But the way how she was acted at first, she was supposed to be his girlfriend, and then all of a sudden somebody named Alexi comes in, and it was not good. It was not good.
Yeah.
It was
ended up
definitely not good.
meeting them each other in Instagram. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That got me pissed. When he was started asking inappropriate things about the. Nah, I'm not gonna be mentioning it. Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to add is we're gonna talk about next is Ash. If you guys don't know who Ash is Ash does gaming, and he used to be friends with Ian. Not me most of the dang time, but based on his own condition, which I kind of do understand that. But the way how he acted was so cringe, and the way how he acted was not okay to us. He's pretty much negative to us. Put it that way. And he,
Yeah, it's like
and like I said, he doesn't take my word. I'm
it's
like,
very
you
funny.
know, the way how he acted is when he got to get condition of liking gay people. I don't know why, but I'm not trying to offend anybody within who was watching this later on after all this, but I'm just saying that he got to the condition of that, and her girlfriend is trying to basically telling him it's going to be okay, so it's going to be okay. But guess what? Nope, it was not okay. It was not okay. I was like, I don't know about this. Ian was like, kind of annoying about that. And we decided once and for all, like, you know what, this controversy has this part of his own controversy. Put it this way, it has to end. And boom, he's out of here. And we do not want to have him coming towards us ever again. And lastly, that he has come across to, which I'll mention it for you. Don't say whatever you're gonna say until after. Is Neo Day. Like I said, I don't know who he is, and he gave me the
Oh,
context about him.
this is just a this is just a Friday Night Funkin' user who gets
He's like a dude who put it this way, it's probably somewhat related to the person that I know who might do this all the time, but it's somebody who's used to be in Caleb's server. If you guys don't know, his real username is CT Cool, and he's a pretty cool guy to me and Ian all the time, including everybody else. Before I started to fully change after 2020, but it's this guy named Splash. Hopefully he does not see this and he tries to kind of call out on me, but it no longer matters because soon at the end I'm gonna reiterate the entirety of this big old quote and you will see it in a moment. But um, the way I would say is based on um the ways how he does the trolls within the accounts. Do you remember that? It's somewhat like that, but I always got accused for for trying to be like a jokester troller by using these accounts because the way it was so unsettling for Caleb, which that's unfair. And somebody else who might know who was doing all this, his name is Matt. So I have not talked to this dude in a while, but oh my gosh, here we go again. I'll be right back. I'm doing this
yeah,
like,
yeah, me too.
you know. Right, what are you trying to do, Tabby? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? I know what I can do, but hold on. Let me try to get Tabby into the entrance. As best as never mind. Come on, Tabby. I guess Tabby ain't. She ain't listening. um. So like I was saying, is that it's somewhat similar what he was trying to say about Neo Day. It's the way how he acted and trying to tell lies and doing the trolling. I'll count it as that. I have no clue for sure, but and yet after that drama is already gone, and then he used to have another girlfriend. We're not gonna talk about her, and I felt bad for him. So, and I think that is pretty much it on your own end. But let me try to iterate. Let me try to restate what you had told me right before the entirety of the stream. So, I don't know if Ian is gonna be making videos. As far as I
Probably I'll
know.
do. Probably I'll do.
Hmm.
I have an idea of like voice acting and
Yeah, I also
that
gave him the ideas in order to do like other content that he can do, and that's what I'm trying to do as of right now. Basically, expand upon of all of this. And what else I want to say? Um, So,
We
as of a
haven't talked about your
conclusion,
name.
our controversies need to be ended. It needs to be ended. Mine is already ended because of March 12th. Because there's one more thing that I did not like is the arguments between siblings, which the only person I have arguments with still, which I'm not. Please don't mention his name because that will cause a lot of mayhem. But it's my second brother, and he understands the way how I acted, and ever since I changed, he has not changed. So I'm telling him like, hey, come on, change the way you know. But we kind of made up, and I gave him a new controller, which I did. So that's the only way for me to, in order to say I'm sorry for the way I acted, and he's sorry the way he acted. So, and finally, I want to put this up again to kind of refer the entirety of the stream. This big quote that you guys are seeing right now. It is time to let the negative past go. It no longer matters. Now, why did I put this quote up there? Is because I want to get out all the negativities that I have from the past, ever since my starting of the controversy of somebody that used to be in a elementary school I used to be at, until I managed to be at another elementary school, and that's when everybody's starting to help me trying to get to who I am today, especially new people who has came along the way. And that's why this big quote right here says it all. And I want this to be no longer mattered, because at this point, I still want to kind of joke around with all this stuff, what's happening with the negative past, all that stuff. But at the same time, please make sure it's serious. And I just wanted to basically kind of set this out to you guys. But it's also, keep this in mind. Hold on, let me just kind of set this a little bit. Okay, keep this in mind. Don't think it like it's like a way of not motivative. It is motivative for me because of the way I always do these content and these videos I have that I have ever done. But it's a way for me to basically talk to you guys only by discussion. That's like literally my best thing I ever done. It's literally discussions, and yet it does have no views based on based on the best video right now. It's literally the Morphs from Mighty Morphin, a tribute of Jason David Frank's death, which that was awesome. That was literally awesome. Not gonna lie, and yet that kept me going. And all the videos that I made, it still kept me going ever since then. After, as of today, right now, it's 1 year after I started with my only very first video. And it was kind of surprising. I think that it should be it for our controversies. Like I said, I want to keep you guys as motivative as possible. And hopefully I covered everything from my own side. Hopefully it covers your own on your side as me doing the talking somewhat for you, so that it kind of makes it a little more sense. So, as of right now, what's happening within my channel is that there's going to be another video coming up after a week. So in this next Wednesday, and I said it in the description, this next Wednesday is going to be another Minecraft video, but it's me and Ian playing Skywars on CubeCraft. CubeCraft was not mentioned at all in my own channel, and we did some videos back then. It was a drama that's between me and him and someone else, but it was a cool way to have that. I have seen something that was not okay within that video, and this is when I have OBS at the first start, and it was somebody wearing the freaking No German skin, and I do not want to put his name in here, but it was so cringed. It's so unsettling. It's not okay. I used to have that recording. But all of a sudden it was gone. I was just like, nah, I don't want that. But it's also It is also because it was not software based. It is not hardware. It's literally not hardware based. Hardware based. There we go. I can't even speak while we're talking like, you know. But I think that is almost it. There's also other videos that I have made that are going to be on my channel soon after the very first video of me coming back. And yet, if you guys like Ian to be back on my channel, let me know as soon as possible. This is actually kind of grateful. Please leave it down in the comments after this stream if you guys want him back onto my channel. That would be a great appreciation. So that way he can continue. That way he can continue on with the videos that I have. What else? Another thing I want to mention is that we're almost at 100 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support within the last few months with these videos that I have been making. Especially right now, we're at 97 subscribers. So if we can get 3 more subscribers, boom, we got 100. But it would surpass. It will surpass one day. It will surpass one day. But what else? I think there's another one else. Another one I meant to say. I don't know why I said that. It's another thing I want to mention is that if you guys have seen my own Instagram, I have leaked a photo of one of my friends' house, which is Lucian's. I kind of modified his own house to make it a little bit more better, but he kind of made it his own opinion, so based on about opinions, but it's not referring to like opinion about someone. It's not that, but it's about the way how it looks and how it's so different than what it used to look like, and he did not like it. So I'm like, well, I mean, if he does not like it, it's fine. I'm not gonna be like this where, like, why would you not like it? I tried to do as best as I can. Like, you know, I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's vague. I'm not gonna do that. It's so annoying. But I tried as best as I can with the house as best as possible. But as unfortunately he's no longer on Minecraft, which, damn, that's kind of sad. But he won't. One day I hope he will be back on the channel and play more games like this. Because last time it was the Rogue Company that we played, and that's the last time he was on the channel. But hopefully he will be back on the channel soon. But the house that I'm kind of modified, it's still the same house. It's just more modern. It is because of the technology advancement movement that's happening within this one world, which we're not going to mention. It's going to be a world that is based on from a country, and it's based on of the world that's within the storyline of my own, you know, Stone of Bronzer version of my avatar. Stone of Bronzer version of my avatar. There we go. It is Stone of Bronzer as in general, and you guys want to not miss the part where it has everything. It's going to be amazing. Like, it's still worked on ever since from June 2021, so it's been that long. I'll tell you that. It's been that long, and hopefully we can actually kind of achieve it where it has been 2 years. So, and also I've been working on the world most of the time. Sometimes Ian would able to work on the world. Sometimes Lucian would be on there, but unfortunately he's not on the world anymore. He's not on Minecraft. Luis used to be on that world. Caleb used to be on that world. Anybody that I can actually mention in this stream, we'd able to know what exactly I'm talking about. It was amazing. It was very amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for all that. So I want to end off with a positive note. With everything that I mentioned within this video, it's all somewhat negative, but it's not negative to somewhat. But we're already down to at least less than 5 minutes now. Ian, what what would you say regarding to like still making more videos, but rather do you want people from this channel or anybody from your channel would able to be coming back on to Minecraft more, or pretty much being more videos in general?
Mm, let me guess. Like coming back to Minecraft, like playing with you or something.
Yeah, so like video channel, like try not to laugh videos. There's already one video that I made, which it didn't do go well, but hopefully we can do better in the next one. But there's another times where we could just like play a game, another game like Roblox. That's another one. Um, what else? Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention is we could do like Scribble.io, which is a fun game. But there's another game that we could probably play more, which is very impressive, which is Gartic Phone. I have not tried that yet. It's so funny. It's way better than Scribble.io, but it's way fun. It's way funnier. It's way fun, and yeah. I don't know what I'm saying at that point, but yeah. Um, Another game that we want to come back, and at this point, it no longer is to me. The only thing I wanted to say is we need to watch out for more of these memes coming popping up around this game. It's not Fortnite. If anybody talks about if anybody talks about that in the comments, please do not comment on Fortnite. We do not play Fortnite at all. But it's Among Us. Now we used to play Among Us because due to like the COVID, and that's when we all starting to play. You know, we used to start playing it within in Caleb's server. We could all just play around, just doing our task, and the one imposter would able to kill them. I want to basically kind of come back to that and have a more experience with the game because yet we still wanted to get this more interactive feeling. So I'm thinking of doing that. Yet I need to figure out how to get the screen share going on within the you know within the my own PC. But right now I don't have Among Us on the PC, but I can still get it on my phone. But I don't want to right now. But if that is the case, if we want to bring it back, it's basically less memes from it. So if you wanted to agree on this, Ian, should we actually have to like watch out for the memes of Among Us, but yet we want to keep that down in somewhat?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, so we might do that for this channel. I might do that on this channel, I meant to say, but yeah. And I think that's it. So anybody who will stick to me all the way towards the end, thank you for watching this stream, and thank you for listening. And yet, like I said, if you guys don't want to watch the stream, here you go. It's fine. It will be as a normal video afterwards once it's done streaming, and yeah, that's it. So now I figured out why my own screen, or I figured out the bitrate is so low, so I figured this out. So until eventually I get my own graphics card, because that is still underway. And that is pretty much it. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Who you are within the stream, thank you for watching to the end. And Ian, what are you about to say before we go?
Just have a good day, you guys. That's all I have to say.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Ian and me. hope you guys. We'll see you guys probably in the next week once I get everything else done as best as I can with the edits and everything else. And hopefully, like I said, I hope things with the stream will clear up everything, and hopefully, you guys would able to understand all of this. And that is pretty much it. So, so I'll see you guys next Wednesday when you see the recording of me and Ian playing Minecraft. That's the very first video we're gonna do, and that is pretty much it. As always, Ian, do you want to say it at the same time?
Yeah, just have a great day. Have a great day, you all. Just keep your lights on. And that's all.
Nah, I mean, there's that, but no, it's this. You might know. You might know. You might know. Hold on. Right before we go, he might need to know.
I don't get it.
You might know. Come on now. Hold on.
Like peace? Nah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say this. Hold on. There. Hold on. All right. This is the proper ending. We need to get going. As always, never forget these words. We are gonna do it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Stay fresh, everybody.
See.